It's hard for me to let go, but I think that I'm finally feeling good again. So hard cause I loved you, but I'm finally feeling like myself. All of the wounds that were opened by you are now closing. I finally know how to live without hurting myself. I think that I am moving on cause I do feel less broken. I needed a sign, this is a sign that I'm healing. I'm finally healing from you. I'm finally healing from you. I'm finally healing. Mistakes, don't mean to come off hardy. I'm just an imperfect person in this imperfect world, but I'm learning my way under this maze that I'm running through. Now when I think of you, I'm falling to a picture of you. You would eat me alive. And now when I think of you, I'm fine. And all of the wounds that were opened by you are now closing. I finally know how to live without hurting myself. I think that I am moving on cause I do feel less broken. I needed a sign, and this is a sign that I'm healing. I'm finally healing from you.
Fingers stained with blood, been grasping all day, losing my touch with reality. Driving all day, searching all night, can't seem to focus this double sight. This is a tale sworn in a sight. Finding my way back to Release me, set me free. Release me, set me free. So lost, so torn, can't help, need more. So lost, so torn. Oh, this is a tale sworn in a sight, finding my way back to life.
Say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy, where before I do anything I'm gonna get into my usual outfit here. Black fingerless glove. Why am I going? Get my mask on, shall we? Where is it? I hit the wrong button. Roll time. stylish. And my dark art. Go. We're all dressed and ready to whoop ass. Oof, definitely. Oh. Hi, how you doing?
Okay. Okay.
Good. Gonna cast a spell I don't actually cast. Then I'll get on my brew. Hey, I have landed on a second. Oh no, I didn't mean to use my mandrake.
Wait, what do you mean use your mandrake?
I mean, I pulled out a mandrake and used it.
But why do you have a mandrake in your pocket?
I had 12. Now I only have 11.
Why do you have 11 mandrakes in your pocket?
Because I haven't been using them.
What do you mean? What? That doesn't answer my question.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward. I have mandrakes, and I haven't been. Oh, I only have 10. I must have accidentally.
Revelio.
Basically, you can collect. There's 3 different kinds of plants you can collect to use in battle.
Okay. I guess mandrakes are.
And there's mandrakes, the venomous tentacula, which kind of just sits there and spits poison at people, and the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Gook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Okay. Fair enough.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock.
Well, you could have just told him that.
Bragbor in his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood. That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Magical invisibility. Here we go. Although technically isn't invisibility.
The door is looking at us.
It's just like the chest.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander
Wrong button.
than I had expected. I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Down we go.
Oh, did you know? If you use the Lumos spell on some tapestries, it actually changes the picture on them and kind of tells more of a story.
I did not know that, since most of the tapestries tend to move on their own.
Yeah, there's a... The tapestries or the...
I've read about mine.
There are a number of tapestries that move.
Something else
Oh, okay.
altogether.
Yeah, you can use Lumos on some of them, and it'll actually, like, show more.
One less human to worry about.
I happen to have been getting a lot of, Hogwarts Legacy, articles in my
Keep your wits
newsfeed.
about you, Amit.
Either because I'm talking about it, or because it's just kind of a big thing right now.
Well, probably
Whichever.
because it's just a big thing.
For whichever reason, yes. I've been getting a bunch, and that was something that popped up, and I didn't know if you knew that or not. Obviously you did not. Still maybe, I don't know. Like, there's nothing much, it's just like a little Easter egg thing.
That's the last loyalist. That was a little more than I'm used to.
You
I'll
know,
get us through this safely, Amit. You have my word.
I'd have to say, when it comes to this game,
Yes,
definitely
of course.
the most
We're being watched
out of touch thing
by
I
a
have
door.
seen is, I mean, everyone knows that there's a lot of people saying if you play this game, if you buy the game, whatever, you are anti-trans. Yeah, you're transphobic and all that. I'm sitting here like, okay. So now there are reports of people using mods to replace paintings in the game with the trans flag. And it's like, okay, so you're buying the game so you can mod it and make it your own. But the complaint you were making was that the money for purchasing the game goes to someone who's anti-trans. So...
I have no doubt she receives some sort of royalties.
Oh, she receives... It's actually out of all the projects that have come from Harry Potter, it is the smallest percentage of loyalties that she earns.
Find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here.
She only earns like 5% from any purchase of this game.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious.
And yeah,
Let me know if
people
you see any more
people
plans or
don't
schematics.
care.
Where the next lowest is like 15% from toy sales. From Lego. She gets 25% of sales from from any of the other games.
People know that it is based on J.K. Rowling's world. And they don't care whether or not there's any of them. They immediately go rabid.
Because it was something created by J.K. Rowling.
I will get
But out of all of these things, this is the one she has the least to do with. And this is the only one they're up in arms about. They're not boycotting Peacock for having the movies right now, of which she gets 33% of any income from watching those movies. I have no idea, to be honest, Flynn. I do not know why nobody says, oh my god, you're using Crucio. Honestly, I half expected it to happen the first time I used it. But no, nobody said a goddamn thing.
Revelio.
Where the fuck do I need to go? This way. Yes. No, this is not the way I need to go. What? Closed door with a tiny chain across it. I can't go that way. Oh, here we go.
Excuse me.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
I actually read an article recently. Every once in a while I get like articles that cover certain things from the Am I the Asshole subreddit. And there's a DM who has had an ongoing campaign for years. They had a new player come. And they played one session and she asked him to, she's a vegan. She asked him to change the entire world to be quote unquote cruelty free. So no killing animals, no all that sort of thing. And he wants to be inclusive, but he's like, I don't really want to change an entire world because one person has an issue with it. Am I the asshole?
No, they're the asshole for forcing what they believe in on him.
It's kind of my thought. Because it's her quote unquote escape game. She uses to escape the mundane world. She doesn't want to deal with.
Okay, so you want to escape this world you don't like? Play a character that play a druid. Play an extremely animal protective druid. Although they do wear furs. But
They do.
they're in touch with nature and they wear furs.
That's just the way of nature. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
That's the thing. Like, so you want me to change the laws of nature just because you don't like that we eat meat?
Another
Which is
schematic.
natural?
What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Where does this... Just running through this is all it is? Is there another furnace I should be starting? Oh, here it is. Okay, that's what I need to do. I probably need to have it lit.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
There we go.
Right. Don't wish to be seen doing.
You know, I mean, I understand it's their escape game. But what if it's someone else's escape game and their fantasy is eating as much meat as possible?
Not an entanglement we need right now.
That's the thing. Like, that's why they would suggest that she just finds somebody who, other people who play D&D that align with her ideals more. You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting it on others.
Yeah. Or just live with the fact that that's not the way the world works. You can continue to be vegan. Stop pushing it on other people.
Yeah.
That's the issue I have a lot with a lot of things right now. It's like you can have what you believe in. You can have your own thoughts and feelings. We're not telling you not to do that. We're telling you to stop forcing it on us.
Such arrogance. Hello?
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards
Yeah,
will
and
be
honestly, that's my opinion on literally everything. I don't care what it is. Whether it be religion or your sexuality, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Stop pushing it on me.
someone there.
I respect that you have your own thoughts and opinions. Please respect that I have mine. Right? That's all we ask.
What's going on out? I deserve better than patrol duty. Wait a moment.
Quit seeing me, bitch.
Quit seeing you. Some sort of avatar thing going on now.
Oh, I forgot I have that. I can transfigure people into freaking... into, like, explosive barrels and shit now.
What?
And then
You
launch... So I have Transfigure as a spell, and I can use it to turn people into, like, explosive barrels and then fling those barrels at other people.
You can turn people into barrels? What the fuck? That's truly freaking weird.
I had to upgrade the spell to be able to do the explosive barrels a bit. Oh, and if I don't do anything with them, they'll change back.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
I mean, I hope so. It's kind of fucked up.
Okay, they're goblins.
It's okay. They're goblins. I'm sorry. Goblins have lives too, you know. They're just as important as other people.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's okay. They're evil goblin.
I don't believe in evil goblins. I think you're lying to me.
Wait, that's literally the main villain of the game is a goblin. Thank you, Flynn. Thank you. It's okay. They're terrorists.
But what if they were ISIS goblins?
I mean, they're literally using...
They're
Oh,
building
that's a giant...
enormous
No.
drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock.
They are literally... Their whole goal is to destroy the creations of wizard kind so that they can take control. That makes them evil.
Meh, misunderstood.
I'm sorry, but when people do it, it's evil.
Okay. But we're not people, we're goblins.
I
Or
needed
we're
water
not
to catch
goblins,
my
we're
breath.
people.
This was
So
more than I
obviously we're
bargained
gonna
for.
misunderstand them.
I'm glad you came with
Well,
me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
I don't know, but there's other goblins calling them evil too, so...
Oh, well, because their goblins are evil. I see how it is. All goblins are evil.
Well, no, I'm helping a goblin right now, and he's a good goblin. And he's calling these goblins that we're fighting evil. Because they would kill him if he said, oh, I like witches and wizards. Because the witches and wizards I know are nice to me. So he's automatically against them, and they'll murder him. Because, you know, Sith and whatnot. If you aren't
Shit,
with
a
me.
Sith?
But yeah. You know what Anakin said? If you're not with me, you're against me. It's okay, they're racist.
Oh, wait, what?
Flynn just said, it's okay, they're racist. So it's according to this guy, it's perfectly fine to murder anyone for being racist.
Sorry to say, there's a lot of people that would disagree because they're racist.
Well, yeah, because they don't want to die. That makes their argument invalid.
Yeah.
If they are what we're talking, if they're the issue we're talking about, they don't get to weigh in on it. They get to change their ways. That's it.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
If they don't want to die for being a racist, they can just, you know, stop being racist.
That would solve a lot of things.
They can just accept people for being different, you know?
If only it worked that way.
I got myself some ice. Because I was planning on drinking
Can we
something.
please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't
And
so
I'm
bad,
sitting
was it?
here,
It was. It really was. I'm
not
afraid
putting
I've
what
had
I was
enough
planning on
one day.
drinking in there, and the ice is
For a
melting.
lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now,
Waste
If you
not,
don't
want not.
mind,
Don't let the
I'd
ice
like to
dry
have a
out.
word with
or
Lord
what-
Rock.
Whatever.
I could just get more
I'll leave
eyes.
you to it.
That's
Your
true.
goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Technically not this exactly what it's meant to be, but
What?
better than using a plastic cup. Oh, just I'm drinking Irish cream liqueur from a whiskey glass.
They're building
Wait,
enormous
that's all you're
drills.
drinking?
Yeah.
We found their plans.
Why?
Ranrock must be searching
Because
repositories.
I forgot how much I
Just
actually.
You are correct.
Bailey's.
It's not
Other
Bailey's.
Castle,
It's
however,
Finelli's,
I do not know where else.
and
he
it's
plans
raspberry
to
cheesecake
I've been
flavored.
wondering about something else you said before we entered the
Oh,
mine.
that sounds horrible.
If
It's
you
like
share
freaking
just
what
delicious.
you use, then why are you helping
No, I'm
me?
talking about just drinking it plain.
I expected Rookwood Castle to be.
That's the thing.
deserted
I've had it
by
plain
something
before,
else.
and I forgot how much I
So
actually
was
like the
surprised
taste.
to find a witch there who had set up a sort of
Now,
Yes, I'm
improvised
weird.
research site.
at Kroger's, there's this.
She was studying something
I know you
so
don't like coffee.
intently
There's
that
this
she
coffee
almost
called
didn't
it's
notice me.
raspberry tort
When she looked up,
that I think that would
thought
actually
she
go
would
really,
react
really
with
good with.
fear,
I mean, I'd be willing to give it a try.
but instead she did something that I will never forget.
I mean, if you wanted to.
Without a moment's hesitation,
Up to you. I mean, like, I know you don't like
she
coffee.
smiled
I mean, it's
and
coffee.
asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small,
It was like chocolate raspberry
oddly
tort or something
shaped
like that.
container with the strange
Very
symbol
strong.
on it.
Ooh, very strong smelling too.
She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
No, I discovered it. Well, I say I discovered it. My father
Yes.
discovered it, and he's like goes
But
wild about it.
How did you?
Professor Fig's wife. He told
So I'm
me
like,
of
if
her
I don't know what
research.
to get you, I just
And I
get you a
know
bunch
of
of
the
raspberry
container.
tort coffee, and he shakes his head like, yeah.
The reverence with
My
which she
father in a
talked of
nutshell.
goblins and
Just
their
as much as with
intelligence
coffee.
and skill.
Freak as me.
It caught me
But he's not
entirely off
doesn't have
guard.
as discerning a taste.
I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container
Excuse
if she would allow
are you
me to
punching
search the
yourself in
castle
the
on my own,
We're gonna
We
do
parted
the
ways
EMP, do the
without
virus,
promising to
and
share
y'all are
what
just
she'd
gonna
learned.
Die.
More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Cock, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Well then.
Well then.
Well, I just found out that Lodgok, the goblin I am working with, was very close friends with the woman that found the key that started this entire adventure.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
2,000. I'm guessing it's meters since we're in Ireland. But then it's probably meters because we're just not in America.
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, there's a reason that we still use feet, because feet is
What do
people
you have in
units,
store
not
for me this
scientific
time?
units. Not just feet, but imperial units are more akin to people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, that's how I can. I understand that that's why we use like Fahrenheit. I've been seeing a lot of things recently about people being all like, I don't understand Fahrenheit because water freezes at 0 and in Fahrenheit water freezes at 32 and it's like some weird shifted numbers for water or something, and it's like, no, it has to do with how people feel.
We're playing Duchess. Duchess? There you are.
Playing now.
Cyberspace. I've been playing.
Huh.
Now, I need to sell things. Sensor, boost, rockets.
Oh, it's a
Core, I'll keep the energy shield.
Niffler.
Find and repair.
Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! 8 legs is simply too many. Revelio. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
There we go. Capricornus. Okay, so I found out. You remember how your brother was asking about those sundials he was finding?
Yes.
They're not sundials. They're astronomy tablets. You later on you go to an astronomy course, you get a telescope, and you can start using it to find quote unquote hidden constellations.
Okay.
Although all the constellations I've seen so far aren't really all that hidden. They're just normal constellations. So far, there's only really one I wasn't completely sure of, and it's just because it's actually a southern constellation. So from where Britain is, you really shouldn't be able to see it.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. But you can anyway.
Magic, you know?
Magic, yeah.
Revelio. Levioso.
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Knowing a meat, he's likely studied here.
Revelio.
Is? Oh yeah, I made it.
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
First. This way. Sure. Do I have to I can't. That is? Clean it then?
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
That's how you're gonna be about it. Okay.
The beasts are safer now. Aloha Mora.
Where'd it go?
Revelio.
I didn't expect you to just book it. Oh well. Oh, there it is.
Glacius.
It's getting away. Getting away.
Everything's all right now.
One. It.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
And what kind of trial does Merlin have for us today? Trial that requires Wingardium Leviosa.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Fuck you.
Wait, isn't Levioso now?
They're two different spells.
Oh, okay.
Wingardium Leviosa allows you to manipulate it as it levitates, while Levioso just makes it float.
Okay. I didn't realize there was that kind of difference. Honestly.
I didn't realize the difference until it had me learn Wingardium Leviosa separately. Now, wherever the fuck these balls I need are. There's some. Oh no, those are eggs. Oh, here's.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
What? Here we go.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Ah, there it is.
Revelio.
What I need to do? Oh, it's just those.
Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Ugh. Shame you're so foul. Revelio.
Where is it? It is?
Revelio.
There they are.
Bombarda.
Wrong spell.
Wingardium Leviosa. Merlin himself would be proud.
Thank you, Merlin, for this wonderful gift.
Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin.
Man, you have me wanting to watch Sword in the Stone now.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
Oh, Merlin.
Milo,
So they're
what
in.
am I to do?
Is there something I can help you
Yes,
with,
it is.
Mr.
It's like-
Adley. Edgar Adley. No, I don't think so. Blast Milo and his mad schemes.
Milo?
He was my friend. Came to me a few days ago with a brilliant plan to make some quick galleons. All I had to do was follow him into the Forbidden Forest. Had I known he wanted to procure venom from a living acromantula. Oh, poor Milo. He didn't deserve to go like that.
I'm very sorry to hear about your friend.
Oh, thank you. I can't think of it. Milo's body is still in that cave with the absconder.
The absconder?
Aye, Milo's name for the acromantula. He did have a flair for the dramatic. In fact, as he died, Milo begged me to take his heirloom pocket watch, so that his daughter would have something to remember him by. But I fled.
Why would someone risk their life for spider venom?
As a potion ingredient, acromantula venom is incredibly valuable. In large part because it is, as poor Milo has proven, impossible to get from a live acromantula.
If I have time, I can try to collect the heirloom watch, Mr. Adley.
You can't possibly go to the acromantula's cave. You'd be killed.
I don't know,
Please,
I've killed one
I said
already.
anything.
Could you please remind me what you needed help with?
My friend Milo and I went to an acromantula's cave, hoping to harvest its venom. It didn't go well. I barely escaped. Milo wasn't so lucky. I'm hoping someone can retrieve an heirloom from Milo's body to give to his little girl.
And until then, I can't buy shit from you. Gotcha.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Why is it so goddamn foggy? Can't see. I can't see. Let's see. We got. It just needs noise and energy serum. Cool. 'Cause there's one inside of here.
It's like a place right out
It
of a
wants
storybook.
nothing in return.
Revelio.
Level 3, you said.
Didn't Clementine Willardsley ask you to follow those buttons?
Aloha Mora. Mine now, demi guys. Revelio.
Go, please. All right. I've been tearing through books at work
Revelio.
because
Has it really been that slow?
it has been so slow. Not to mention the fact that I was on 4 the last 3 days,
You have a good
which
one,
usually cruises. I mean, I tore through like a 300-page or 400-page book in 3 days, which I guess isn't that fast. I'm not a super fast reader because I get very absorbed. That, and when I get tired, I have to like reread passages because because I
Forget them.
I forget them. Or it's not even just forgetting, it's just I don't process what I'm reading.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Well, especially if I'm just sitting there. And I get up and I like first thing I do, I get all my checks done, I get my paperwork done, and I clean. I clean around the line, so my boss can never, reprimand me for not having a clean line and doing nothing. And I just sit, and then I help. Hoover's on 3. CG3's running. I help them.
Hogsmeade, here
I'm
I
supposed to
come.
get like last night. I knew Andrea didn't really know what she was doing per se. I mean, she knew what she was doing. It was more like
Revelio.
she doesn't quite have it down yet. So I was helping her out a lot. But other than that, I just sit. Which I can't say I get bored. I get antsy. So I have to get up and move around.
Need something to do.
Yeah. While I do enjoy reading, sometimes I leave a little more than that.
Sorry, but no. Oh my god. No regrets.
No regrets.
I just murdered that snowman.
Was it a bad snowman?
It moved.
Well, then, good. You moved. I mean, you killed him. Good.
Aren't supposed to do that.
Exactly.
I don't care if your answer is magic. It's not the way it works.
Happy birthday.
I'm sure it'll be hard.
Yeah, he got murdered too.
Expelliarmus, Bombarda.
I should get that goblin.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Bombarda. Confringo.
Yes.
Bombarda.
Black, the ultimate
Confringo.
fuck you mind removal. God, I hate lines so much.
Revelio. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
I mean, obstacles. Oh, that's a big fucking rock. Okay.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Seems a pleasant enough little place. The cave must be somewhere in this maze. I wonder what else is in here. Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Cruci! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Cruci! Confringo! Protego! Bombarda! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Stupefy! Confringo!
Flinging that vase at it. Work.
Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! This could be the Acromantula cave Mr. Adley mentioned.
Only one way to find out. I'ma kill it.
It will kill.
Confringo! Bombarda! So this is the infamous absconder. Cruci! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Cadabra. Stupefy. Confringo. Crucial. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Bombarda. Now that's taken care of. I need to find ammo for my new fleet. Cursed fiends. Revelio.
Well, that did it.
Wait, what did it? Did what?
That killed the giant acromantula.
Oh, nice.
But now I need to find the dead body.
Should be giant.
No, it's a normal dead body I'm looking for.
Oh,
Dead body of a person that the giant acromantula killed.
I need to bring this out
Found
back
it.
to Mr. Radley.
Time to fly out of here. Actually, probably just fast travel out. Oh yeah.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
You look none the worse for wear. Oh, I take it you decided against entering the abscond.
Mr. Adley, I retrieved
Oh,
the
I love
heirloom
the
pocket
flat
watch
cannon
from
so
Milo's
much.
body.
What?
Merlin's beard!
In this
How
game,
did you?
the flat cannon
Actually,
is just
I
like a
don't
big
wanna know.
explodey boy.
I don't want to think
It,
about
it,
that
it's a very
acromantula
slow
ever
firing, high
again.
damage,
Thank
has
you.
an area of effect.
Thank you very much.
And you can just mine with it. You just one shot at a deposit and it kills it. It just mines it all immediately.
I'm glad my
Well,
new
then.
daughter
It
will
makes
have
it
something
so
to
much
remember
easier
him
than
by.
like
I am
they have
too.
disintegration
As far-fetched
lasers,
as his schemes
which
were, Milo was a good friend, and
technically have a
I shall
mining
miss him.
bonus.
Please
It's just not
accept
great.
this reward for your trouble.
It takes forever to actually
What do you
mine
have for
something.
sale?
Mostly because it just you have to hit all areas of this.
Milo can rest in peace
all these
now
different
that his
areas
wishes have been
of the,
fulfilled, and
the
his
deposit.
daughter has something to
But when you
remember
can
him
hit them
by.
all at once,
Never mind
I'll get rid of the
replenishing
mining
his stocks.
bonus
Pleasure doing
and
business
just
with you.
speed over anything. It's a really fun game. I think I've talked about it before. They had the first Everspace, which was actually a roguelike. Versus this is more of an RPG. Well, it's not more, it is an RPG. It's got levels and skills
Thank you for
and
stopping by. I appreciate you.
looter, shooter type-esque stuff. It's got randomized components, crafting. It's really cool. It's like, I don't really think I've played another, because there's no ground combat. It is strictly, you're in a ship. But I don't think I've ever really played another game like it. You know, I'm a big sci-fi nerd. So, even though I've never really watched Star Trek, I know that's kind of like a quintessential, oh, you're a sci-fi nerd, you know, name every Star Trek character, starting with, you know, I just never really got into Star Trek.
I'd have to say my favorite Star Trek character would have to be Odo.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all.
He's a
But I know about
shapeshifter
First
from
Class.
Deep Space Nine.
Post office. Gran told me
Oh,
to expect
I've
a
never
package,
watched
but it looks as if she
Wait, you
forgot
said,
to
what?
send
You
it.
said Star Trek character,
She
though.
didn't send me an owl this week either.
Yeah, Star Trek, Deep
She's
Space
busy with
Nine.
her research.
Oh, I thought Deep Space Nine was its own. Maybe I'm thinking something else.
It's a series from Star Trek.
What was she sending you?
Only some
I didn't
feed
realize
she's
that.
been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
Because Deep
What
Space
kind
Nine
of
is a
research
space
is it?
station
It
in
varies from
Star
week
Trek
to
universe.
week, but it's always to do with
okay.
creatures.
I
Last week she
didn't know
was
that.
studying leg knots in Plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were
Told you,
tracking?
I
don't
realized
know my
that she
Star Trek
didn't
at all.
know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's alright, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on, and she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher.
Oh, the other
Shall we
cool
see if
thing about
she's
the Black
home?
Cannon is it's
We
really
only
good
need
at
to return her
taking
egg.
out missiles and mines, as a matter of fact.
That sounds straightforward
Which makes
enough.
sense. It
We
is,
should be in and out.
and
Then we
well,
can be finished
technically,
with the
like you
poachers
think
once
Black
and for
Cannon is
all.
anti-air, but it's always been really good with that.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more
how
charred
to
than
get
anywhere
inside?
else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and
Yeah, I don't want to get eaten by a dragon.
Her. Goodness
What?
knows
Oh,
she's
don't
been
say
through
it
enough
again.
already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
It's just like, I'm returning an egg to a dragon. And, the person I'm with said, yeah, let's, not go flying around, because she'll take it as either aggression or food. Let's stay to the ground. Yeah, I'm agreeing. I don't want to get eaten by a dragon.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
That's blood.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Confringo! Bombarda! Expelliarmus!
Oh my god, someone actually said something about me using dark arts.
At least 10 usually.
Did they really?
Yeah, someone finally actually said something about it.
There she is again.
Fantastic. She's breathtaking.
Aren't you the person or aren't you set out?
And they weren't even like upset about it or anything. They're all like, "Oh, you don't seem afraid of using that."
Maybe it wasn't as taboo then.
It
Wonder how good her eyesight is.
maybe not.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the
God, if I could
poachers
remember when they
from a
said
distance, we probably look
the
exactly like
council.
sheep do. Hebrideans love sheep.
See, this
How
is in
lucky
the
for us.
1800s. Depending on what time in the 1800s, I think they said 1783 was when the Ministry of Magic
your
was
step?
first formed. And when the Ministry of Magic was first formed was when the dark arts were first illegalized.
Pity. She must have been
okay.
starved to pick off a grabhorn.
According to the trivia
Swear
I
for a
learned
fight.
earlier today. Grabhorn?
Quiet. What was that?
Oh, I don't know where I can map out. think she sees us.
Well, there's no coming back now.
Run for it! Ow, my face! Just abuse the Wigan Weld!
Abuse the what?
Abuse the Wigan... the Wigan Weld, that's the name for the healing potions. I'm just running straight for where I'm going and letting her hit me with fireballs and just healing.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
I have 25 potions, and I have so much stuff to just keep making more.
Hold up. Pause the game quick. Let me just brew up 27 more potions.
I
don't think you can. You have to go to a brew.
I have to go to my well, that was until I got the room of requirement opened.
Oh, okay.
I barely used 8 of them. I've still got 13 left.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Probably because there's a giant dragon flying around and breaking things. Ever think about that?
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
And a dragon.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Uh-huh. What happened? Do you think they're just going off and grabbing other dragons?
How could I have been so blind?
Blind to what? What happened?
A true patron of the arts. I think the drum improves the timbre. Wouldn't you agree?
The shadow of... Okay, so now I get to learn it.
Don't need to show the shit. I'm gonna be just fine. Wait, listen, think. Shh. Sorry. I don't know why that suddenly popped in my head.
Told me that. Oh, rhyme. I said the hero of time. Right, the hero of rhyme. Don't need no shoulder. I'll do just fine.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Man, what?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Yeah, no, I kind of really dig the whole moonlit feel. You don't need to change.
Oh, what an asshole. Dies and throws out a bunch of mines. Like a little cuck.
Sounds about right.
Luckily they're so low level, I could just throw a couple flak rounds downrange and just decimate him.
Sounds about right.
Missiles? I don't think your missiles work against me, sorry. God, I love this flak cannon.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Litherfeld Catacomb.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success.
Fire spells ready.
Just yet?
Not for the reason I thought, but it'll help.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
What you giggling about?
Oh, just the first room we get into, there's a bunch of spiders. And he's all like, Hopefully that was all of them, and the rest of the tomb is insect-free, and I just take the time to tell them, yes, spiders aren't insects.
This room is taller than it looks.
Just don't start.
Planetary obstruction. Fuck you. I can warp through a planet if I want to.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
It's called looting. Okay, leave me alone.
Who are you looting and why? Is someone giving you shit for going to reports?
No, he's giving me shit for climbing into a crevice in a catacomb to open a chest.
It's called looting. That's why you're a broke bitch.
You know what the difference between me and you is? I'm not afraid to loot.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
It looks
grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of
that looks so much cooler.
What's this way?
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Extra cargo, but one less. And less secondary. Striker.
Leap!
There's something here by the altar.
Confringo! Accio!
Closely mentioned the relic magically lay, but
Okay, I need at least 400,000 credits. This is gonna be rough.
What did you find?
Accio! Revelio!
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa!
That's a lot of bone rattle.
Revelio! Wingardium Leviosa!
there we go. Okay. I won't go forward until I tell him what I found.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed.
I've already figured it out.
There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
I'm gonna learn Imperio.
It's not an easy spell to master.
Crucify?
Here we go. Something troubling ahead.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. That worked. Keep going.
Protego. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Confringo.
Revelio. Confringo.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Here?
Revelio.
More chest.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Revelio. Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo. Potato. Stupid one. Bombarda. Imperial. Crucio.
Potential.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Probably the third spell.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Probably have to
must
use
see
a
this relic
Kedavra to be able to use the
especially
relic.
for my uncle.
Oh, and he's here.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
Revelio. There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian.
Hello,
You have my word.
Hello?
Confringo.
Hey, what are you guys doing right now?
Playing Everspace 2.
Freeman Harry Plopper. And the time he didn't exist.
And I did want to worry him all over again.
Alright, because I am on my way home now, since you two are basically doing that. I was figuring when you guys are done, we could do a game.
Okay.
Oh yeah, also I did put in that Wi-Fi card, and I showed Connor the speeds, and it is 10 to 24 better.
Revelio. I need to find a safe way across.
I mean, a decent Wi-Fi card to do you. Do you then?
Yeah, because it's like 100 megabytes per second, like the lowest I've seen so far. But
megabytes or bits?
Megabytes. What's the difference between bits and bytes then?
Go away, murder plants! No!
Megabits has a small b, megabytes has a big B. Bits, there's like 8 bits to a byte.
That's very confusing. I will refuse to learn that.
Well, I mean, that's like as it is for data.
Let's just say big B's better than small B.
Okay,
Big B
megabits
coffee
then.
is better than small B
But
coffee.
it's better. It's like having 110 is better than having 5.
Mega big better than mega biddle.
That's why she don't ever text me back. God dang. I guess I'm driving now, so I'm stuck here with you guys.
Nope. I know. We're not stuck here with you. You're stuck here with us.
Roy.
Inventory. Locked. Unlocked. Locked.
Wingardium Leviosa.
There's one.
Actually, I'm going to disconnect until I get home. Smell you goobers later.
Okay. See you later, B.
I'm driving. I want nothing to do with you.
Revelio.
Nothing to do with you, stinky boy. You see? Rattling boys. Oh, hold up, did I miss one?
Rickety Bone Bridge complete.
Levioso. Bombarda. Revelio. Accio.
I've got globes for my house above the castle.
You've got globes.
Yes. I'm just going through some catacombs and I found a bunch of globes in a chest.
If someone was a big globe collector, you just stole all their goddamn globes.
They're dead. They don't need them anymore.
Hey, look, enemy base.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
And you think it won't upset her?
No, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Is that the best you can do? I guess. Expulsion! Got it! Utterly pitiful display!
Oh, wow. Okay.
What?
Boy, what have you done?
He just used Imperio to save his sister and made the goblin that was attacking her kill himself.
Oh.
Your father
Imperio's the control one, right?
You've gone too far,
Yeah.
Sebastian. Stay away from her.
I couldn't remember.
From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my
Not your
sister.
home, it's
It might be
his,
best to let
really.
him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
I leveled up.
Leveling's always good. What level are you now, actually?
33.
That's not bad at all. Then again, I don't know average level or like, how far along you have to be for any sort of. I don't know. Do things scale with you?
No, they do not scale. I mean, it depends on things in the story will continuously go up.
So they scale at a pace rather than with you or anything like that.
Yeah, and having a higher level just means you get stronger equipment that will increase your attack, defense, and whatnot.
Yeah.
But just playing the game in and of it's like there's no experience points for like defeating enemies or anything. You have to complete challenges to gain experience, and through that gain levels.
Okay. I don't know how much I like that.
Well, I mean, it means you can get way ahead of the game by just going around and doing random shit. So you gain levels by experiencing the world instead of just by bilking enemies.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
But what if I want to make the enemies?
Well, I mean, there are some challenges for defeating a certain amount of certain enemies. There's a challenge for defeating dark wizards, challenge for defeating spiders, mongrels, so on and so forth.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
And don't get me wrong,
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form.
Level up.
And that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
Well, yeah.
I'll send you.
Because even though I'm going to be a good guy, I want to be a good guy that uses dark magic. Because, come on! How often do you get a game where you get to use the thing that only the evil people get to use? While still getting to be the good guy. Right, Danny? Good.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it.
Then?
I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Well, while you're going around planning, Shadow of the Mine, have to go meet Sebastian. Upper Hawksville.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for passing through.
Why, isn't this my most generous vine? This remarkable thing is called an accordion. Look at it go!
What happened to your drum, dude?
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Glacius!
We must remain unseen.
That's the point.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Next time I see pig with a...
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
What's that, Dallas? Who's there?
Not me. I'm not here. You don't see nobody.
You're not my dad. You don't see me. Let's see. Stock, shop, aka sell shit.
Revelio.
Hello? One less human to...
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Be used for better things than this so-called patrol. What was that? Feel as though I'm not alone.
Who's there? Such arrogance. I don't have time for this. I'm a goblin, not a...
Oh, I just died. Lovely.
How did you die?
He broke through my shield and smacked me in the face with a hammer.
Oh, that's a good anti-wizarding tool. Hammer.
No!
I'm not gonna lie. It feels like fucking the anti-Jedi tactics. Just use shotguns. Use a slug thrower.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, why?
So, I guess I'm done then.
Oh. Or
I died, and
what?
so did my computer.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Ah, the immersion.